the house that ate time. In the stillness of the hollow woods, beyond the sleepy town of whispering pines, hidden under the shade of crooked trees, chattering crows sat in a weathered blue house, wrapped in ivy-like veins around old bones. Its paint had peeled away like dead skin, its windows sagged, and its chimney leaned as if whispering secrets to the fog that never quite lifted from the ground. B House had a heart, not one that beat, but one that remembered. It remembered 3 siblings, Ellis, Marin, and Leo. They returned one silver-gray autumn for a funeral, whose none of them were quite sure. Perhaps it was a relative. Perhaps it was something else. The invitation was unsigned, and yet they all received the same message in the same handwriting, with no stamp and no return address. Come home. The house is hungry. Bare boots crunched over dead leaves and damp moss as they approached the familiar path, half consumed by roots and time. Just there, rooms reshaped themselves, doors disappeared, and walls closed in, and something followed them. Something wrong, not loud, not visible. Presence in the dark, breathing. The boards groaned. The floor creaked. A light bulb flickered and whispered, and the front door slammed shut, sealing them in. The house loomed, not large, but heavy, by, as if it pressed down on the land, waiting. But I never found you. I've dreamed of this place, whispered Marin. Me, too, said Leo. Ellis only nodded, eyes fixed on the sagging roof. In their dreams, they were children again, barefoot and small, trapped inside the house that bent and twisted with every step, like wet linen and burnt sugar. The wallpaper had peeled into claw shapes. On the hallway clock still ticked, slow, deliberate. In every memory, someone watched, but no one had a name, no face, no voice. But inside, the air was thick, stale, but familiar. None of them remembered ever being alone in this house. Bah! And yet, in every nightmare, they were. At the top, the hallway was darker than it should have been. The one where we had to find each other. Cold seeped from beneath the doors. The wallpaper here bled. They didn't speak as they wandered through the house. They sat by the cold fireplace. I remember the game, Leo said, shivering. Marin looked at the staircase. We used to hide, but it was like the house liked hiding better. I used to dream of screaming, Ellis said, but no one ever heard me. Grinning. A long silence fell. Then a sound came. Soft, dragging, wet. Something moved in the upstairs hallway. A narrow dining room with walls like skin and a table set with broken plates and teeth. The chandelier dripped something black. Do you remember the basement? Whispered Marin, but too thin. Skin sagging like wet paper. Eyes milky white. Mouth too wide. No, Ellis and Leo said at once. That's the problem, she said. We're missing things. They followed the sound up the stairs. Each step sagged like a breath. At the end of the hallway stood a mirror, but it didn't show their reflections. The toy they'd all carved together once. It had the names etched on the side. Ellis, Marin, Leo. It showed 3 children looking out, barefoot, frightened, alone. Then the lights flickered. In the flash, a shadow stood behind the children, long, hollow-eyed, human-shaped. The mirror cracked. Bear ran down the stairs, across the twisting hallways, into a room that didn't exist when they were young. And there, at the head of the table, sat a figure. "Welcome home," it rasped. They couldn't move, couldn't speak. "You've grown," it said, lifting a cracked teacup to its lips. But the house remembers. It stood. Her smile was kind, familiar. "I kept you safe when the house tried to feed. I was made by your laughter, formed by your kindness. When you left, the house grew hungry. You forgot us," it hissed. "You left us. You let the clocks stop." The walls pulsed. The table groaned. The lights bled. Then Leo stepped forward. "No," he said. "We didn't forget. We were made to forget. You made us." The figure froze. Bearless reached into his coat and pulled out a small wooden box. The house showed them old drawings on the walls, little handprints in the corners, and laughter in the cracks. The figure recoiled. "We remember now," Marin said, and the house trembled. The figure collapsed, limbs folding like shadows into the floor. The lights dimmed. The table vanished, and in its place, a warmth began to grow. She wore a dress of lace and ash, and her eyes were soft silver. A shadow that doesn't follow, but walks beside you. The house shifted. The room settled. The shadows retreated. From behind a curtain, a soft voice said, "You remembered." Out stepped a girl, or what appeared to be one. "I was the watcher," she said. "I watched you while you played." Ellis touched her arm. It felt like moonlight. "So I'll let you drift off to dream of the world as you would like it to be." "I thought we made you up," he whispered. "You did," she said, "and I made you remember." She reached out her hands. The 3 siblings took them, and together they walked the halls, no longer cold or twisted, but soft and glowing with memory. They stay for hours, or minutes, or years. Time didn't work right there, but eventually they stood once more at the door. "Bye. You can go now," the girl said. "The house is full." "Full?" asked Marin. "Full of you, of what you left behind. It won't be hungry again." They stepped outside. The fog was lighter, the crows quiet. The house creaked gently, like a sigh. As they walked down the old path, none of them looked back. They didn't need to. And sometimes, if you listen closely to the wind in old places, you'll hear a laugh you almost remember, a name you nearly say, "Bye." Because not all ghosts haunt. Some just remember. And some houses are not hungry, just lonely. But for now, it is time to sleep.